the biggest story out of the game, Ethan, was Tyreek Hill exploded every piece of his leg.
Yeah.
In the third quarter, we come back from commercial break, and someone is on a cart. It's the Dolphins star receiver. We cut to replay. It was bad, Ethan. It was really bad. Dislocated. No, it wasn't a dislocated knee. It was a torn ACL.
And a dislocated
torn
knee.
ACL. We have a producer on here who refuses to acknowledge that this man tore his ACL, which I told him in the middle of the game.
He did both. He tore his ACL, dislocated his knee, and something else.
Weirder than all of this, though, Ethan, Tyreek Hill was cheering.
Yeah.
Look at this. Cheering. Finn Blue says his leg straight up snapped. He's a Bengals fan.
This is Antonio Brown part 2, bro. I've never seen this type of crazy since Antonio left. I don't know what's in the water, this Florida water, but how are you so happy about this?
I mean, is Tyreek Hill happy that he doesn't have to play for the Dolphins anymore, Ethan? Is that what he's happy about?
I think he's happy he gets to spend more time with his wife and child so they can beat him up a little more.
Anyone with a working brain would be pissed about playing for Miami, which is why Tua is so happy.
His child and wife are at home like, no, like I gotta spend more time with Tyreek.
Let's move on to the second game of the night. Bengals, Broncos, absolutely atrocious to watch. Gonzo, by the way, said dislocated and tore ligaments, including his ACL.
Bang.
Bengals, Broncos, snooze fest of the. I mean, this is really unfortunate, Ethan. Horrific game. Burrow's been out. I mean, Ethan, how bad are the Bengals with Jake Browning under center?
I'm surprised. If Jake Browning is under center next week, I'd be super surprised. It's time to make the call. Get Jameis Winston over there. Let him throw to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. That would be the best content in the league. And honestly, if J-Bo goes over there, we might never see Joe Burrow again.
Well, listen, I mean, the question is, and what people are saying online right now is, Joe Burrow is clearly the best player in the league. If you leave your team and then this happens, like when the Bengals play with Joe Burrow, they could beat anybody, right? I'm not saying they will beat anybody, but they could beat anybody. And this team is so freaking bad with Browning. The crazy thing about this team is they have a better record than the Baltimore Ravens. So let's stay in the AFC North for a second. John Harbaugh said after the game on Sunday, Lamar couldn't have returned to the game even if it was close. Ethan, that sounds like a pretty serious injury. The Ravens have Houston and the Rams, and then the bye week. It looks like he's going to be out until the end of October.
No. I listen. There's some dog in Lamar Jackson. That's a Pompano kid. He's not. His injury is not going to stop him. If he's a hamstring injury, he'll just sit back and be a pocket passer that he is with the highest QBR in NFL history. Lamar Jackson's not going to sit out. He's got something to do. He's 1-3 right now. He's going to win some games, and he's not going to sit back and watch. Who's their backup? Tyler Huntley or Cooper Rush or something to lose games to that team. I think Harbaugh needs to be out a couple games, and Lamar Jackson needs to be in a couple games.
Well, if Lamar doesn't play for 3 to 4 weeks, how fucked are the Ravens?
It's done. You only have 3 weeks left to turn this around. So if he's not playing for 3 weeks, I mean, might as well trade for Jake Browning and tank a little bit because you guys aren't going to do shit.
And we have Uncle Drew in here while we're talking about football, letting me know the Mets stink. Screw this guy. I hope the Red Sox sweep you. Cooper Rush will be backing up Lamar, and I mean, you know who could be if his father hadn't said, I don't want my son going to Baltimore. Shador Sanders, who remains rotting in Cleveland behind Dylan Gabriel. Imagine if when they got the call during the draft, the Sanders family had said, sure, I'd love to sit behind Lamar for a year or two, learn from one of the greatest quarterbacks in the league, 2-time MVP. And then Lamar goes down, Shador comes in, has a 2, 3, 4 week stunt, right? Maybe wins 2 games, shows who he is, and earns himself a contract or a trade from another team.
Listen, if Shador Sanders even gets into the game and he plays for the Ravens, we still have to live with the fact that Joe Flacco is the best quarterback in that division. Shador Sanders is a backup for a reason. He's a total clown. He doesn't know how to play football. His dad's a hype beast. I just can't stand him. Joe Flacco, elite.
You know what's elite is that the Jets decided to go with Aaron Glenn over Aaron Rodgers, and now Aaron Rodgers has the clearest path to winning the AFC North I've ever seen. He is going to dominate this entire division, especially with Lamar down. I don't know. I mean, every team that Aaron Rodgers is going to face in the AFC North, he's going to smoke. He's going to smoke the Browns. He's going to smoke the Bengals. He's going to smoke the Ravens without Lamar Jackson. I mean, am I wrong? Do you want to argue with me, Ethan?
The only thing smoking is Aaron Rodgers after the game. I think if you got a time machine, the Steelers are the best team in football history. The problem is, it's a bunch of unks over there. Darius Slay, TJ Watt, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Rodgers. That guy's a fossil. Yes, they're the best team in that division, but like I still wouldn't be surprised if the Browns are better than them because Myles Garrett is unstoppable. And like I said, Joe Flacco is elite.
I'm disgusted.